Hey guys, Jaleesa Raquel on the scene tonight with Sheen Magazine, checking in with the one and only Angela Stanton-King. How are you doing? Congratulations on the official launch. Please tell us about the inspiration behind Auntie Angie's house.
Auntie Angie's house, the inspiration came from my own personal story, being released from prison 20 plus years ago, not having anywhere to go, being a single mother, wanting to keep my children, not wanting to give up on them, and just needing some support. And so out of that pain, I guess this purpose was born to provide housing and resources to mothers in need, and in particular to a community that has been targeted, for abortion and things like that. And we have a maternal health crisis that we're currently experiencing. I felt like, why not, create a safe place for mothers and children, and that's what Auntie Angie's house is all about.
That's so amazing. Congratulations on your launch and using your own story to give back to the community. Let's talk about the hard work that went into producing tonight's event.
Oh wow, tonight is going to be absolutely amazing. As you can see, it's our first ever gala. I've had friends that flew in by private jet. We have some that have drove hours to come and be with us. A lot of VIP people that helped us get started that are saying, hey, we don't care about party, we don't care about race, we don't care about religion. We care about this issue that's helping mothers and children, and we're going to show up for our friends. So I'm just here to let everybody know, get ready to have yourself just blown away, because it's going to be an awesome event.
Absolutely. And you have a great lineup tonight of esteemed honorees. Let's just talk about your selection process and what it was that these people represented for you to honor them tonight on your platform.
Wow. Each one of these people were a part of my journey, whether it was us, fighting together to defeat the mandates, whether it was us protesting in the streets together in the fight for life. A lot of them have been financial supporters of Auntie Angie's house. We've strictly operated off of private donations. We haven't gotten any funding from the government, and all of these people are people that have made it possible for us to be able to provide this service to our community right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
You're one of the esteemed honorees who has an amazing legacy, so please let's talk about just everything in the work that you've done, Dr. King.
Well, hello, and hello to Sheen Magazine. Hi, everybody. Angela is my goddaughter, and we met many years ago. She had a baby in prison, chained to the bed, actually. She comes out, and I meet her. And we began to work together, and we've been together so many years, and her dream and vision has always been, Mom, we've got to help the babies. We've got to help the babies. And I'm just so blessed to be a part.
Absolutely. And we love everything that you have done and contributed as a civil rights leader and just advocate. Can you just talk about some of your most important work that you have contributed?
Well, what we're doing is life from the womb to the tomb and beyond. I do music, I do film, we rescue families and children, and that is just such a blessing. And when things seem really, really bad, we go out and do something really, really good.
Checking in with the one and only Dr. Boyce. He's one of the esteemed honorees here tonight. Congratulations. How does it feel to be in such a powerful lineup?
Oh, I'm not worthy, and what I'm honored by is the fact that the Angie's house decided that I was worthy, because all these children that are protected by Auntie Angie's house, I was one of those children, and I was deemed unworthy by society because my mother was 17, had no money, and so they told her to terminate, and she chose not to because God gave her a different plan. And so if it had not been for that, I would not even be in a position to do any of this. So I'm honored. I'm honored to be an honoree.
I want to talk to you about your work with the Spiritual Leadership Council. So can you tell us about your contributions and why you're here tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm here to support Auntie Angie, Angela, who is an incredible individual. I appreciate the work she's doing. From the perspective of the embassy, I am blessed to be the one who has baptized Angela, and to be called her pastor and spiritual advisor. From the perspective of the Spiritual Legislative Council, the Spiritual Legislative Council is a group of pastors and leaders, spiritual leaders who refuse to align themselves with the folly of bad legislation, of bad policies, things that are killing our community, destroying our children, Abortion is probably one of the worst killers of our people. In fact, it is. Secondly, we're the worst killers of our people. Everybody else comes and following behind that. And so it's very important that we began to focus in on how to change things. Auntie Angie's house is one of the first steps. It's, it's small, but it's making an impact. Her goal and her vision is to reach out to everyone. I was there when it was just this little small cubbyhole, and we were doing whatever we can to help her. And now I want to see the whole world turn Auntie Angie's house into a household name. We turned Planned Parenthood into a household name. Now let's turn Auntie Angie's house into a Planned Parenthood.
I love the support.
Yeah.
Checking in with the one and only Benjamin Watson, one of the esteemed honorees here tonight as we celebrate Auntie Angie's house. Let's just talk about your contributions and what's your connection to Angela?
My connection, well, we don't go way back, but a few years ago I actually met her at the March for Life, and was just really struck by her story, was struck by her heart for not only for children but for mothers and for our community. And so anything I can do to support. We live in the Atlanta area now, so I've been privileged to be able to see some of the work she's doing firsthand.
Absolutely. And how does it feel to be on this esteemed lineup of powerful change makers that are being honored tonight?
It takes a lot of people. It takes everybody. And the thing about Angie is that she's a connector. People support her because it is her story, but she gives her heart to it. And we're talking about lives. We're talking about legacies. We're talking about generational impact. And so it's an honor for me as a father and a husband to be here to support her.
I'm talking to one of the esteemed honorees, Miss Ginger Howard. How are you doing tonight, beautiful?
Great. I'm so happy to be here. It's such a great occasion.
Absolutely. This is an amazing story. Just talk about how you fit into this story with Miss Angela Stanton-King and what's your contributions tonight to Auntie Angie's house.
Well, my story is I first met Angela because her godmother, Alveda King, is one of my best friends. We wrote a book together called We're Not Colorblind on Racial Reconciliation. So I met Angie. She had this idea to start the Auntie Angie's house for unwed mothers and babies to save their lives, and I was all in. I helped a little bit with that, and when she opened the house, I came and held the babies and got to meet some of the moms. And then I have a clothing store, Ginger Howard Selections, and I did a clothing donation, and I have a cool story to tell you. One of the ladies at the house had prayed that day because she needed to go back to work, but she didn't have anything professional to go for a job interview. And that very day, we dropped off the clothes, so she let me know that that was an answer to a prayer, so she could go back to work.
It's so inspirational what you guys are doing. You were there for the official ribbon cutting at Auntie Angie's house, so how did it feel being a part of that moment and being able to see those babies and everyone benefit from you guys' hard work?
It was so amazing, I can't even tell you. And to see all the little children out in the yard running around and playing, and we had sandwiches. It was so fun, and balloons everywhere, and it was a great day.
I'm checking in with another esteemed honoree, Mr. Egypt Brown. How you doing tonight?
Very blessed. So happy to be here with you guys.
Absolutely. And this is an amazing cause. Please tell us what's your connection to Angela and this amazing foundation.
Well, Angela is doing so much for maternal health. I fight for mental health, but you can't do that without us being born in the honor and glory of a mother. And one thing that Angie Stanton has done time and time again is she's demonstrated the importance of a mother. It's so vital because without the mom carrying us in the womb for 9 months at a time in certain circumstances, we aren't here. And if a mother would have given up on me, I wouldn't be here today. So the cause that she has is vital to us. We have to be present. That's before we turn into greatness, before we do anything that's of relevance, we have to be present. So taking that away, really, it takes away from the opportunity. And I'm so honored to be here, not because I'm being honored. I came to honor this cause. I came to honor what we're all here for. And even though I do severely believe and extremely believe in how vital the importance of mental health and having a sound mind, I have to be present first.
Absolutely.
So that's why we're here.
And there you have it, folks. Tonight has been a night of inspiration, talking to some of the world's biggest leaders and change makers that are doing God's work here in the community with Auntie Angie's house and Angela Stanton-King. Guys, make sure you keep it locked and support the initiative, and follow us online at sheenmagazine.com. Jaleesa Raquel, checking out.